Let's go southeast. That's where we're starting from this day. NAFDAC, a few weeks, running 2 months, raided market in Anambra. Market where I think we did mention it here.
Yes, we did.
On the program
we did.
as well,
we
too.
did. We did.
Where we have fake products, especially pharmaceuticals, fake drugs dominating our shelf, the market. And Standard Organization did say that about 40% of products in the Nigerian market are fake products. So not just pharmaceutical now. I think you gave a figure as to the percentage of pharmaceuticals. That's according to the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't have those of the pharmaceutical now. But there's this NGO called Think Global Health, and they are talking about how as many as 500,000 people die annually from fake drugs. The UN Office on Drugs and Crime says that at least 500,000 people die annually from counterfeit drugs in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, this same report by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime say that at least in the case of malaria, which is one of the commonest drugs in this part of the world, that as many as 267,000 lives are lost, while children, at least 169,000 deaths die as a result of children who are given fake antibiotics to treat pneumonia. Now, there is now a health burden of $12 to $44 million arising from fake drugs. So it is a real problem, a very big one for that matter. And we somehow, from the time of Dora Akunyili to date, it appears that Anambra State in southeast Nigeria, unfortunately, appears to be a major hub of these fake drugs.
The recent one over the weekend,
yes,
NAFDAC raided the Bridgehead Market.
Yes, which is the one on our screen right now.
Where, I mean, look at shops where they're supposed to be dealing with plumbing materials.
Exactly.
But they are not dealing in plumbing materials. They have this pharmaceutical product hidden
inside
yes, the plumbing accessories.
It's a very painful thing. Maybe we could just pause this visual a short while, and we will even get the comment of the chairman of the plumb. That's him. Let's hear what he's saying first.
Yeah, maybe as warehouse, as your warehouse. That's exactly what I'm saying there today.
Okay, what's this line?
This is Onitsha Building Materials Association.
Okay, before now, were you aware that some people are stocking drugs in this area?
I'm not aware.
But you are the chairman of this line?
Yes.
And you are not aware?
Yes.
How come, sir?
Maybe I don't know how they manage to bring it. You understand me? How can I be aware and go and ask them to come and check my place so we can start our business?
Governor Chukwuma Soludo is solidly behind NAFDAC. And another thing that is worthy of commendation is, I think the governor does not like the idea that his state, which is home to one of the largest markets in West Africa, if not the largest, is now being dubbed the Center for Counterfeit Drugs in Nigeria. And if Nigeria is the largest market in West Africa, what does that say about it? So it's clear that the governor is interested in preserving, or rather ensuring, a good name for his state, that nobody talks about his state as a counterfeit producing state or counterfeit selling state.
For the bad reasons.
Yes, because it's not really the best. And then another thing is that the Office of the National Security Advisor is taking the issue of fake drugs, counterfeit medication very, very seriously.
NAFDAC got the support of the NSA
Exactly.
to carry out this recent raid,
Yes.
the one that happened a weekend. Going by the submission of the NAFDAC director, Professor
Moji
Adeyeye. And she said 3 years ago when they visited same market, they got the repel from
Yes,
the
traders.
The traders.
Yes, yes.
And after that tip-off, they had to get support from the NSA to ensure that this time around, going there to go raid, they will be able to carry out the operation successfully. And they were able to at the end of the day. So it's one that is gotten to a very large scale when it comes to dealing with issues like this, to the extent that the support of the NSA is being coveted.
Well, for me, when you talk of security, security is normally the absence of threat to acquired values. One of the most critical values for anybody is the state of his physical health. And medicines, drugs, medications, whatever we wish to call them, are essential in the maintenance of health. So if as much as 40% of the drugs in circulation in Nigeria are believed to be substandard, fake, or counterfeit, and as many as 500,000 lives are being lost in sub-Saharan Africa, if you think of the proportionality of the population, you will see that the greater number of those fatalities occur in Nigeria. And if the function of security is to protect the country from threats to acquired values, the National Security Advisor is simply acting as is required of him. So I would first of all like to commend the NSA for being up and doing as far as his duties are concerned in the area of managing or looking after the well-being of Nigerians. And I also want to commend the synergy, if you like, because the DG of NAFDAC said that their action was based on intelligence provided to them by the intelligence gathering agencies. And we all know that the National Security Advisor is the coordinator or the clearinghouse of all national intelligence. So therefore, that means that there is a good working relationship between the intelligence agencies, the security agencies, as well as those charged with safeguarding our health like NAFDAC. So we only hope that they will be able to maintain that degree of working relationship, and that vice called corruption will not filter into their system. Because that 3 years ago that Professor Adeyeye was talking about, when they were attacked by, when they went to raid the market and they were repelled by the traders, there was insider information. So they knew they were coming.
So they had prepared for them.
So they had prepared for them. So they were ready to shoot. In fact, we learned that there was shooting. So that means that this time around, there was no leakage. Well, it simply means that there was no leakage of information. So that means that the security services and NAFDAC were able to keep it under wraps until the last moment.